Hi, and welcome back. This is Esther at the Trucking Scribe. The other day we worked on some envelopes, just regular junk mail envelopes to make pockets. Today I'm going to show you how to make this little pocket that goes in here. You got 3 different little areas to put stuff in, and you could actually have a 4th, but I didn't leave that one open. But my pocket shows TS for Taylor Swift 2023. Don't just fly, soar. And then it has all these assorted pockets. It's got more pockets over here. I haven't embellished this one yet, or put a front cover on it. Probably gonna do something like this. This is also another one that I designed to go with this. So let's get started. I got so much going on here. Hopefully you can see. This is my design that I made on Canva, just like the other one, and it has the TS and the 2023. Don't just fly, soar. And it has a lot of butterflies because Taylor Swift loves butterflies. You can see the music here, and but it's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And what we're going to do, I have this in this top right corner because this will show up on the front of our pockets when it's folded. So you take your paper and you turn it upside down, so the top is facing you, but it's upside down. You're going to take and fold it in half. And I always use my bone folder. Now I'm going to climb back there and find my scissors. Let's see. And then you fold it in half the other way. So it looks like this. So you go, excuse me. So it's folded in 4ths, like that. And what you do is you're going to turn it over with the top part towards you, and you're going to fold it that corner down to just about right here where this line is in the middle. And I go ahead and bone fold it down. Then you're going to go to the opposite corner. And this one, you're just going to do a little bit of a corner. So next, you take it like this, and you start from the small triangle side in this line right here that I hope you can see. We're going to cut, and usually I try to cut towards the more towards the triangle page, because I can have a little more room to trim this off if I need to. So see, this is how it's going to work. It's going to fold over like that, and then like this, and like this. But we need to put some decorations on. And I'll show you what I do. I take and actually cut this out. It helps with some of the bulk. There's so much bulk in this. By the time you put all these layers of paper and the folio. So I go ahead and glue this down right here. That way it can be drying. Just put some glue and bone fold it down. Just like that. And the other side also. So I hope y'all are doing good today. It's Easter Sunday here in the U.S. A lot of people are out doing Easter egg hunts and celebrating Jesus rising from the dead today, which is a miracle. And he died for all of us, and he came back for every one of us to take our sins. So that is just, I don't know, it amazes me every time I think about that somebody could give their life for people that he didn't know, for all these things that we do. But he willingly gave his life for me, for you, and everybody else. And God brought him back to life. And he rose and went to heaven. And he will be back. It's called the Parousia, I believe is what it's called. When he comes back for us to all go to heaven with him, all of his Christians, all of the followers and believers. And so what I'm doing, besides getting off track, is I am taking this little corner square that I cut from right here, or triangle square. It's not a square, is it? And I'm going to put it right there, so when you close this page up, it kind of covers that edge up. You still got a little bit. If that bothers you, you can take and go ahead and just glue this side on. Right there. And that'll kind of cover up what little bit that might be seen. So then it'll fold like this, and it's going to fold up like this. And there's going to be another pocket back here on the back. See, I want to put something up here at the top, kind of like we did on this page, so that when it comes open, it's not as noticeable. And I had a piece of paper cut over here already ready for that. I don't know where I put it. There it is. So, of course, I'm using part of this same paper, and I don't really need that big of a piece. And I think what I'm going to do actually is do it this way, because I'm going to do a side opening, I think. Let me get my paper over here. Just fit. Check, make sure it's going to fit my paper. I've been putting them in the middle. Well, let's go ahead and stick it in the middle, because I'm going to trim a little bit off once I get it done. And we'll just put 2 pockets there, I think. Let's see. Close this. How much? See, I'm losing an awful lot right there. Yeah, we'll put this one in the middle. So, back to the drawing board. I don't measure a lot. I just kind of look and take my pen, and I really should get a pencil, but I can't see, so I use my pen. And I'm going to go probably about 1 inch and just trim it down and glue it right here. And I just kind of match up those top corners to where they meet. Make sure that glue gets in there good. I use the bone folder and kind of press it all around. Excuse me a moment. So you have this. So you got 1 pocket, 2 pockets, 3 pockets. And then there's actually going to be a 4th pocket when we put it in. But let's see. I'm going to put a thumb notch in that back one right here, just so that it might be noticeable more that it's even here. And next, I have been inking all of these. Most of these, the parts that I've got out today, I've already inked, but it makes it much easier if you ink before you glue this part down. Get the edges, and you don't have to ink unless you really want to. This is just up to you, personal preference. And you can kind of close it up and see which parts are going to be showing. So like this won't show, but this here will. Some on down through here. Right here. Make sure we get right in there. So, and get there. So I'm not going to worry about this side because it's going to be covered up. See, I can get this top part because you will see it once you get into this back pocket. And the bottom down here, I'm going to trim that off in just a second. That way, see, this is that back from right here. When I told you to cut that and cut it closer to this side, that way it would fold up much easier, because I'm just going to trim it. And get the sides right here. I'm going to trim it now so it'll be out of our way. I really don't need to trim it a lot, just a little hair. See? So when you get ready to start gluing, you open it back up, and we're going to glue here to here. Just a little bit of glue. And I have made the mistake of trying to glue on this side, and then I wind up having glue everywhere that it doesn't belong. But then fold this up and just push it down. Smush all that glue in there so it'll stay. Okay. And the next part, we're going to glue here to here. And probably you don't have to glue right here, but I do anyway. Just a little bit of glue. And the same thing, I turn it over and make sure to press in that glue. Turn it back over. And I go ahead and then I glue. Put a little bit of glue right here, just to hold this down. And another one on this side. I'm leaving that top open, so there's no glue right here. And then you just flip that over, and you take and press it down. So on my designs, I try to put my little tag logo on the back, just a little stamp on the bottom. Personal, I guess I just do it. So that is how you make the envelope. Let's see. I need to trim it, so let's get the trimmer over here. And I don't need to trim a whole lot. I probably should have waited to ink it. I just straighten that up, see, just a tiny little bit. And then this side, I'm going to get a little more because I want it to fit in here and have just a little bit of room to close up. So I'm actually going to cut it right there, I think. Let's see. And I may have to glue over again. See, yeah, I'm going to glue those edges again, but it will fit in here and be able to close up. So you can find all my mistakes and stuff, and then you won't have to make these same mistakes. I just take and put the glue right here. I hope my hands didn't get in the way. I'm gonna put a little bit right there across that bottom where it's coming loose, and then I'm gonna glue right here. So you probably could go ahead and do all your cutting before you ink. And that's that. I have to go back and ink it. But we have all this ready to go. What I'm going to do is bring this over here, and you can see it's just a little folio. Excuse me. I took a piece of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper and cut it in half. So this is 6 inches. And then I scored 2 7/8 here and 8 7/8 here, which made the middle just a little bit wider than the top and the bottom, so that it'll fold and close nicely. And where I'm going to put this is right here. See? I could leave that open, or let me check over there. See, since I really like this one in the middle though. There. So we could have an extra opening right there to put something in, which we may do, just and move this over a little bit so it's got a little extra room. And then I think I'll put the little mailbox right there, and that'll won't be as bulky. So I'm gonna, this side I'm not gonna glue, so I'm gonna hold it over here, and then I'm gonna glue this all the way across there, all the way across the bottom. I'm covering up my stamp, I know, but yeah. And here we go up through here. And see, we got 1, 2, 3. Just gonna stick it in there. And I'm kind of trying to not put it on that line as much because I want it to close, but I can put it in and close it to make sure I can possibly get as much room as I can to have that extra pocket. And you bone fold it down real good, make sure that glue stays down. So while we're here, I'll go ahead and put the little mailbox. This is a die cut that I got offline. I know I got it on Amazon. I'll have to find the link and link it for you. So I inked most of this. I didn't get this one. So I'm hoping that I'll get the other pocket in, and we'll at least get the inside glued in, and then I'll come back and do another video of embellishing so you can see how I do mine. I don't know, I've watched so many people. I've watched Miss E at Scrapbooking with Me, Natasha at Treasure Books, Julie at Camellia Crafts Design. I love her. She's overseas, and she's got her overseas accent. And I'm sure y'all are saying, yeah, and I got that southern accent. I grew up in Georgia. So what I'm gonna do, we can leave this to where there's a tuck spot in there. I don't know, which side would you think? I think the inside, so I'm gonna hold it right here, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue. I can't glue straight. And I'm gonna go right around here to about there. Where it's just barely the same all the way across. It gives just a little bit of extra room and makes that center a little bit bigger. I have glued this down. See, now I have all my interruptions. I can't figure out which side. So right here it's open. And you know, it might not work too well being open. I should have done it on this side, but we'll leave that like that. And this is a die cut that I got off Amazon, so I am gonna link it at the bottom of the videos. So I'm only gluing. So I keep getting interrupted for some reason today, but I'm trying to put these on the little mailbox looking thing, and I'm gluing only 3 sides. I'm not going to glue that center, so that'll give that top part, you can get it all the way in, so don't glue this. And just center it down here like this. See how good I am at centering. Not very well today. And if you kind of give it a little, just a tiny little squeeze, it gives you pocket a little room. So, and these here are the next, like another layer. It gives it another pocket. And same thing, if you pinch it in just a little, not much, gotta get that glue time to catch. And this has 2 of them, so let's see. Sometimes I get this wrong. There. I look a little crooked, but that's okay. I'm always crooked. So we're getting close to getting the inside done. I was trying to decide on which pockets for here, what I want to do on this side. I have that one. See, that one just doesn't show up very well. This one's not going to either. I got this one that looks good, but I don't think it shows up very well either. There's just so much going on. But this one seems to show up better, and actually I've got 2 here. I like that one. I also have this one. Or we could do just total pockets. Where are the pockets at? I have some other ones somewhere. I wonder what I did with those pockets now, because I had them just a minute ago. Let me see if I can grab them wherever they ran off to. Right here. So I have some pre-made pockets that they're just cut and scored. See, it's just a piece of scrapbook paper. It's cut into a rectangle, square, really doesn't matter. I made a 1/4 of an inch score line and folded it all the way on 3 sides. And actually what I did, I cut right here, cut that corner off so that it would fold up really well and crease and go in the pockets. And I took this and put a little thumb notch in there. So this one, of course, to me is way too dark and it's too big. I don't know if any of these are going to fit. This little yellow one, it kind of goes with that yellow. Let's see, and I make these sometimes ahead of time and just have them sitting here. Put that there and that there. See, there's a different kind of pocket, like a coin pocket. I have this Floral Splendor. I like the colors, but I would definitely want another pocket down here. So we'd have to make another pocket to fit if I put that in there. Here's some little ones. I don't really like that blue though. What do you think? I'm thinking I like the yellow one. No, don't like that one either. Could do butterflies. He just kind of blends in too. Or I could put some vellum on it. How about that? Do some vellum pockets. Where's my vellum box go? Well, I knew where everything was before I got started, and I can't find nothing now. So I could take a piece of vellum and put it there as an extra pocket. What do you think? Maybe trim it off right in here. Would we want it top or the bottom, or I think? I really do like that. I'm gonna say let's just do a small pocket here. Let me grab my cutter. Trim this. So with this one, I'm not gonna do any folds on it. I am gonna ink it up after I punch the hole right there. Yeah. Let's see how that looks. I like putting the vellum on here. So you could put that one up there and this one down here. We could still actually put another pocket on top of this one if we wanted to. Let's see. Oh, and you know what? That wasn't the one that I was going to use. We could do it like that though. Have to trim some of this off. We'll make it more even. What do you think? Like that? I think I'm going to try that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to leave the little, I'm see. Yeah, well, I like that. So let me glue this down. Put it like that. I could do just a itty bitty little crease right there to give that a little bit more room, and then I can show you guys what I'm talking about. See, I would do like just small little, maybe it will. It may not fold because of that glued spot. There we go. I think I got it. So, and if you look right there, I'm going to trim it at an angle to where it's almost right on top of that. And then you see when you close it up, I'm like a bone fold this one. Yeah. Okay. See what we can do. I think this looks good with this one. Just a little bit right there. Sometimes I just get in the mood and I'll sit down and make pockets just like this. I may decorate them or I may not. Those are not decorated. So I think you go just a little bit more. I'm wondering, do I need to trim this just a little bit? I think I will. All I'm doing over here is a little paper cutting. I almost missed my little pocket here. We could still use that for a pocket. And I'm making this one smaller so it'll look more in line with the ones underneath. And I feel like it might need a little off the bottom. Just kind of go with how it looks. Yeah, I like that. So vellum will warp on you. You have to use just a little bit of glue, but it'll eventually lay straight. So I'm gonna put it right about there. So while we're here, I can go ahead and put a few of these on. I don't know which ones I'm going to pick. Sometimes it's size, which I could cut that down and it would fit right there. Let's see. I might try that. What do you think? Put that one up here, or we could put it up on the next level up. I keep remembering to put my hands over here so you can see what I'm doing. We could go like that, or we could put this up here and do it that way. I don't know. I'll let that sit there a second. So, we got Enchanted Love Story. I like that one. Could put it right there. Let me trim off a little bit of the paper. all I'm gonna do is just lay it down. Like, I think I'm gonna put them around where you can, they just kind of show up. Still undecided about that, if I want to do it all together or maybe put it, I don't know. See, I could put that right there. What do you think? I need something to go behind that. We could do Enchanted. I already got that one time, picked it up, so I guess I better go ahead and just ink it up and put it on here. What if I put you right there? I like that. Lavender Haze. I wonder if that one would look good down here. That little bit of a lavender. I'm not going to use all of these. I'm just putting them on, giving some decoration right now. I need to get some of my I keep all these little scraps because I don't know. It just seems like I'm always trying to save them, and I actually like vellum torn better, the look of it when it's inked up. It just seems to give it more texture. Could put that right there and find me a little word to go with it. What about Betty? Betty looks little. You got love story. So put Betty right there. Sometimes I use book page too. Miss E has gotten me to use in book pages. So maybe we'll try and put a little book page on here and see what, maybe right in here with the mailbox. What do you think? This would go good. We could do, look what you made me do. Put it right there. I think I kind of like that. I don't know. We could do the arrows. I like the arrows. This is the folklore era. We got the red era. Oh, there's some more. The Speak Now. I got a couple of them. Yeah. Actually, I got more than a couple of them. I need some of these for the front. Let's see. Put that there. I think I might put the red arrow over there and put something red behind it. What about this? The Speak Now. Put a little of this right there. maybe we'll just tear off some vellum and stick in there too. If I can get it to do anything, it's acting up on me. I would not have thought when I started working with this that I would use such little itty bitty pieces of stuff. And I am an OCD kind of person, so it drives me crazy sometimes with this when it gets crooked and sideways. And let's see. I do have some other papers over here. Don't know. Just to give it a little bit more layered look, I just took a piece and cut it off, tore it off. I may stick it right here. Just right there. And then put that one in the middle. I have no idea what to do. I just do what looks good and what I like. And sometimes that takes a lot of playing around. So we will put this one right there. Well, it wants to go over that way some, so I think I'm going to let it stay. This purple haze, though, I was kind of wondering what I could put there, although I've already glued it. Well, we got a little bit of room right there. I could put this in behind it. This little bit of purple. I'll ink that side and then we'll slide them in. Put some more glue there. So leaves me up here with the red. I know I've got red somewhere. Right here. This ought to work pretty good to go right there. Oh no, I feel like I'm just layering more and more stuff on, and I'll tell you, some people like that. And I do to a point, but my grandson James the other day, he was sitting here saying that was a little busy. And I had to agree with him on the one I was working on that day. Let's see. What if we put that right there? I think that would look good. And I wanted to add one of those. I got lace and other bling we're going to put on it too. Let's see, the red. What else do I got to go on there? Could do let's see, this is what gets me. I get caught in the middle. First, I didn't like the book pages, and then when Miss E kept talking about those book pages, she's grown on me quite a bit on these book pages. I feel out of place without one. I'll put you over here. And we'll put you there. Not upside down, though. Right there. What do you think? I like it. So, I could put this up here. See, there's a ticket. Well, that one's going that way, that one's going that way. We could just put him right there. Oh, I gotta get back over there to the folklore era. How about that? Getting glue in there. A little lace there when I find some. I know I got some. Oh, yeah, it's over here, huh? Want this lace? I got a little bit of this. I got stuck on there. I love that. I think I will. I'll just stick it up a little bit higher, like right in here. To use fabric tack so to hold it down. Yeah, that looks good right there. I like it. Okay, then we got folklore up there that we need to do something with. Here's another piece of paper book page. Oh, what do I want to go behind folklore? Do I have anything? Do it like that. Put a little piece of vellum back there. I feel like I'm just using vellum for everything. I do have some pattern paper over here that I received in a swap the other day for round embellishments. That might look good. Let's see. Yeah, just like, and I have never thought about pattern paper for like sewing clothes and stuff. It was something new. I'm just gonna ink it up and scrunch it up, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna use the fabric tack and put it on there. See what it looks like. See, it's getting those deeper colors, the creases and stuff. What if I put that? It might be a little bit too much for that little spot. Let's try this. Here's my glue. Not sure what the best way to do this is, so we'll find out. Put that right there. You're already down. Get my book page on here. I gotta get ready and go and do some studying soon. Got a couple of papers coming up. On Thursday, I have to give a presentation on my proposal for my final thesis paper to the faculty. This is really stressing me. I mean, I know I'll do pretty good, but still, you get scared. Who doesn't? I get nervous and then I forget what I'm going to say. I think I'm going to try and do, if I can, a PowerPoint that with pictures that says more of, that tells me my story. May not tell the audience as much, but that's what I'm there for, is to tell them through talking. So I found that in public speaking, that's something that works for me. And I continually use that. So I think we're getting close to having this page. I still hadn't done nothing with this. Do I want to? I'm going to put it right up in there. See what we can come up with. What you made me do. That's what we all say, isn't it? Maybe right there. Looking cute. So, do I want any lace right in here? Or maybe put just a little bit under the T. I think that would look good. A little piece there, and then maybe a little piece under S. Let's try it and see what we get. This stuff smells. I don't know what they got in it, but it definitely has an odor, so I don't leave it open very much. Let's see. Put that right there. And what about, I think that one's going to be a little too big, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't put that on the S. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like it on the S. I could put it right here. Yeah. Let's go right here with it. See if it's got enough glue. Just use a little bit of you for now. Okay, so for now, that's where I'm gonna stop. So we've got this pocket. I've showed you how to make it. We've done these pockets and the embellishments in the mailbox, and I will put the link for this down below. And next time we will work on this page and the front page, and we'll be done. And I'm thinking this page we may just do something like this and put a little decoration up there. I don't know yet. But for the cover, I do have, I don't see it. I did have, what I was planning for the cover was this. I think that would look really good there. And then open up and you get something like that. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, and hopefully I can get all this in one video together. And thank you for stopping by, and we will finish our Taylor Swift folio in the next video.